Call this April 15th Tax Day meeting of the Municipality of Murraysville Council to order. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
All right, we'll go to roll call. We're done?
Mr. McKenna?
Here.
Mr. Olszewski?
Here.
Mr. Stefanovich?
Here.
Mr. Diakopoulos?
Here.
Mr. Dice? Mrs. Ling? Mr. Lemak?
Here.
Mayor Simon?
Here.
Mike, any announcement of unlisted amendments tonight?
None for this evening.
None for this evening. All right. That moves us on to consent calendar items. We got the approval of the April 2nd minutes, the accounts payable, and the cash investments and transfers. Can I get a motion?
So moved. Motion. Yes.
Second. We'll go Eli and Jason. All in favor? Aye. All right. Consent calendar items have been passed. Comments by Mayor Simon.
Thanks, Mr. McKenna. First, we have one last leaf collection coming up, and you still have to fill out the curbside leaf collection program form on the website. There's a 20-bag limit each collection date. The deadline to sign up for each date is Thursday before the pickup date, and that date is Saturday, April 26th. Coming up here on May 17th is the annual Slam Fishing Derby, ages 15 and under, 8 a.m. kids start, which is basically across the street. Again, ages 15 and under. Questions, direct them to murraysville.slam@gmail.com. Next, we're going to have a Red Cross blood drive on Wednesday, May 24th from 12:30 till 5:30 p.m. at Murraysville Community Center. Again, location is, if you have any more, if there's more information on murraysville.com, again, I'll say Wednesday, May 24th, 12:30 to 5:30 at the Murraysville Community Center, which is on Carson. The office will be closed here on Good Friday, April 18th. The municipality office will be closed Friday, April 18th. And that concludes my messages. Have a happy Easter to everyone.
Michael, just a clarification there. It said May 14th, and Mayor said 24th. Is it, which date is it? Do you know by chance?
I think
Yeah,
it's the
this says 14th.
14th, okay.
Yeah,
It is the 14th.
yeah.
I got 24 here.
Yeah, it said, yeah,
Good point.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was just clarifying.
24th is a Saturday, so I don't think that's
So 14th.
Wednesday the 14th.
Wednesday the 14th. Yeah. Okay.
All right, comments by Chief Administrator. Mike?
Just a couple quick comments. The MRM Trust, in which the mayor is a trustee, released their annual dividend notice. The municipality will receive dividends for the Workers' Comp Trust of $77,000. And under the Property and Liability Trust, will receive a dividend of $15,000. So thank you to the mayor and MRM for their continued efforts as our workers' comp and property insurance trust provider. And the only other item is the 2027 TIP project submittals. That's the Transportation Improvement Program that goes through the county and through the SPC. They have submittals due in June of '25, and so we will attempt to try to submit for projects with our various bridges that the municipality needs to repair. We did this during the last submittal process, which was a couple years ago, but just an update to council that we are working on trying to find remedies to do some of the bridge repairs and get funding in place for those. So that's all for the manager comments for this, chief administrator comments for this evening.
All right, thank you very much. That moves us to community input. I don't believe there's anyone, but
Gentleman back there, I don't know.
for the good of the order, would anyone like to do any community input? All right. That moves us on to liaison comment and committee reports. We'll start down here. Eli?
Yeah, the pension committee is going to meet before our next meeting here in May, so I'll give an update on Q1 performance.
The EAC, there was no meeting in March due to no new items. Next meeting is April 29th.
Okay.
Medic One will be meeting this Thursday, and the Parks and Recreation Foundation hasn't rescheduled the next meeting as of today, so has not.
Excuse me, the library will meet on Thursday of this week. I will say we are in need of additional board members. So if there's anyone listening or rewatching this, we are in need of a board member.
All right. And the Parks and Recreation, the meeting had been canceled last week, and they haven't rescheduled that yet. So the next one will be the second Tuesday in May. All right. Workshop items, nothing under administration, nothing under engineering, nothing under community development, nothing under public works and parks. That takes us to our council action items. Under administration, okay,
I found this on the web.
can I get, Michael, we're going to do the first one's appoint Chevy Nave as zoning officer for the municipality of Murraysville.
That's correct.
Yep.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Chevy Nave as the zoning officer for the municipality of Murraysville.
Second motion?
All right, we'll go Jason and Carl. Mike, anything on this?
Yes, just briefly, Chevy is our current code and property maintenance officer in the municipality. She's been doing a great job in that role. She does certainly possess the capability of taking over some of the zoning responsibilities. Right now, those are being filled by Dave Job, who we hire as a third party. Dave was a former employee and still does a lot of our building inspection work, but Chevy now has the capacity and the ability to take over some of the zoning roles. So she will be named as a zoning officer as well as Dave, and they can both address zoning issues, but the majority of the zoning matters will now go to Chevy, and that will allow us to cut down some costs on our third-party billing and also keep a lot of that work in-house as well. So she's already been doing quite a bit of work in the zoning realm, and so now appointing her as a zoning officer gives her the official title so that she can sign permits and things like that. So,
Great. Any questions from council in regards to this? All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Moves us, nothing for community development, moves us down to engineering. Can I get a motion for 15A?
Motion to approve ordinance number 1102-25 FT MSA easement at tax map number 49-10-00-0-128.
Second motion?
All right, that's Matt and Carl. Mike?
yes, just briefly, we've talked about this the last couple meetings. This is to approve the ordinance for the Haymaker Run Interceptor rehab project. A portion of the project does go through municipal land, and hence the need for the easement. So we've discussed it the last couple meetings. This is kind of just the formality to get everything in line so that they can begin that project.
All right, any questions, additional questions from? Anyone?
No.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that motion passes. That moves us to Public Works and Parks. Can I get a motion for 16A, please?
Consider the awarding of contracts for various road materials and line painting for the Department of Public Works for the contract year of June 1st, 2025 to May 31st, 2026.
Second.
All right, we'll go Carl and Eli. Mike, or I'll go to Bill.
Good evening, Council. Yes, this is our yearly bids for materials that we use in-house at Public Works. We opened the bids April 2nd, and kind of surprised at some of them. Pipe and stone kind of stayed the same with maybe a small savings there. The signs really went crazy this year. That's a shame. I don't know whether it's the aluminum or what they're using, but really upset with the way they grew. They grew, some of those grew half again, so not real happy with that. Again, we'll work to budgetary constraints that we follow, and we'll replace what we have to replace and stay with it.
All right. Mike, any comments, anything to add?
No, I think everything seems to be in line. Bill and I discussed it at length. Again, the signs went up. Other than that, everything stayed pretty much the same, and looking forward to another year of getting projects completed around the municipality.
Sounds good. Any questions from council?
Bill, have we ever done more than 1 year contract? Is there any reason to consider
It's
multiple
probably-
years?
Excuse me. Probably not, because what we're doing is we're extending these companies out for a year. There are, I could try going through CoStar. Sometimes CoStars is going to give me a little bit better of a price, but you're going to give me, as a vendor, you're going to give me a price today for something that I'm going to hold you to until next year. And the way the commodities are moving, as you can see on TV, that would just, I don't think we'll get our money out of that. You'd have to raise it so much that it probably wouldn't be in our best interest.
All right. Any other questions? All right. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, that motion passes.
Thank you, council.
Quick one. Old business? Anything old business? Anything new business? No executive session tonight? No action items? One last motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, Carl and Matt, all in favor? Aye. All right, that passes.
I think this is a record.